Okay, this is me waiting for the plane from Atlanta. Okay, here we go. Trying to get my seatbelt on, getting it on, and looking over at Iris, and she is look like she's ready. You're looking at her. She's ready. We're ready to go. So here we go. We'll see. Because me on the air train in Atlanta, waiting for to catch the next train to Haiti, taking our time texting, taking pictures, selfies, and finally here comes the plane, and we are boarded the plane and wings in the air, and here we go. Here we come. Okay, Port-au-Prince, we're here, and taking pictures again, welcoming pictures. Iris taking pictures with what she called taking pictures with the president, and then of course I'm taking every picture I can muster in my camera. I can take. The welcoming committee is here to welcome us. Of course, you have to tip them because they were pretty good with their music, and we did tip them, and now we're heading out of the airport and outside to meet with my cousin, and of course he was there waiting. There he is taking his picture. He said he's been waiting 2 hours. Iris and I taking pictures together before we left the airport. We got to my girlfriend's house in Haiti, boys watching TV, and a plane flew up on top of us, and we realized she was very close to the airport. Went up to the roof to take a look at the surrounding, and here, this is me at the top of the roof, and joined with my friend's nephew, Polinsky, and we're looking at the yard from the top, and my cousin Evans also joined us, so taking a nice view. And then they were washing dishes in the make-do kitchen because their kitchen is not finished yet. They have chickens in the yard, and of course we're looking at all the fruit trees that they have. She has. We're on the top looking over the neighbors across the street house, and this is early morning. Wake up, we're taking inventory what's going on in her yard. She has a lot of fruit trees, banana trees, mangoes, papaya, you name it, soursop. She made very good use of her yard. Every morning we have we have worship, so we do tell testimonies, tell story, worship, read, and sing. Then we have breakfast. This is breakfast, and then we get ready to go out. This is her house. Girlfriend's house is 90% done, I want to say. So we were very comfortable there. And we're heading out now. We're going to the beach. First day in Haiti, and we're heading out to the beach. And as we driving there, you could see Haiti is a very busy place. There's merchants everywhere. People selling, people buying, people moving around. And they use their mode of transportation mostly is those motorcycles or scooters. And you can grab one, I guess, for, I'm saying $1, but it may be less than that. It may be 20 cents. I don't know. Because I didn't take one. That's what people were telling me. But there's merchants everywhere. And we're heading to Maui, toward Maui, to the beach to get a little relaxation day. And the name of the beach is called Relaxation Beach. So as we're heading there, we notice the tap full of people. Even the top of it, people standing, people sitting on top. Then you can see the water. We're getting close. We're approaching the water. This little girl lives in the house. She's adopted by my girlfriend, and that's her in front of the sign, Pleasure Island Beach. And we were the only ones at the beach, believe it or not, because they had school or there was some kind of demonstration and people stayed home. So we got to enjoy the beach to ourselves. My cousin and I taking a nice picture on the water, and the water never passed your waistline no matter how far we went in. We were not going to go very far because don't know when it dips down, but we were able to go very far without it hitting us at all. And no waves. This man came in with his coconut water. He sold us coconut water and coconuts, so we were able to eat something on the beach because they didn't have restaurant or anything going on because of the fact that there was nobody on the beach but us. But we got to enjoy it that way. I loved it. That man said he lives here, so I don't know whether it means he lives at the hotel, he owns the hotel, or the beach. I mean the beach, because you never know in Haiti. This is Iris finishing his coconut water, and we're just having a good time. Best time ever. So then, like I said, you never know what people own in Haiti. They may look very poor and they have a lot. This is also that little girl again. We had a good time with her. She was watching pictures on my phone, and we were cracking up and laughing at some of them. People dig up the mountains to get turf and soil and to build. This is the lake called Peleg. It was built by one of the presidents, and they took a little source of water and I guess closed it up and was able to make this man-made lake, who now provide electricity, which now provide electricity for the central area of Haiti. Very nice and very big. Oh, we're finally in Tomon. This is our destination, our first destination. We were able to stop. We stopped the car to take a picture of the valley because it's so deep behind us. The picture doesn't do it justice. You can't really see it, but we're way up, and then we can see the valley way down there with lots of people and lots of cars and lots of houses. Again, we're in Tomon. We're visiting, going into the hotel. This is the hotel we stayed in, and it's not a 3-star, 4 stars, 2 stars, no star, but it has a clean bed, and it has a mattress, a shower, pillows, and toilets are clean, so we were able to stay there. Unfortunately, while we were there, they had no electricity for a couple of days and no water because it wasn't able to pump the water, so we had to make do. We had breakfast brought to us every morning by the pastor's wife. They sent it to us. Then, of course, we headed to the church. Once we got there, we saw the improvement. Last time we were there, we were kneeling on gravel. Now they had the floor put in, really nice and pretty. And the next day we went to market, and this is how people go to market. They mostly the kids. You see a lot of young boys going on their horses and donkeys carrying stuff to market. Ladies carrying stuff to market. Could be anything. And then we went to the land in the afternoon to see the land that I bought over there. And it has a mango tree and a palm tree and an avocado tree on it, actually. But they planted a lot of corn, a lot of peas, a lot of different garden vegetables on it while I'm not building on it yet. So we were able to take pictures of some of the corn. It was past the season, but we were able to get some. Right there is a river that's not too far from the land, and you can walk down there. It's about 500 to 1,000 feet. I'm not sure, but it's a nice place to go and chill out and take a little swim and bathe if you're too hot, and so it's not too far from the place. This is us playing around, trying to figure out how to use our selfies, and some more playing around selfies. And that's the palm tree, I tell you. My pride and joy. They want me to cut it down. I'm not going to. This is our harvest, a watermelon and some corn. And that's the river I told you about. We walked down to the river. Didn't take too long. And some people already down there taking bathing and washing whatever it was they were doing. But that's the river. And again, we're taking pictures, clowning around. We saw these little kids watching us because, of course, we were tourists while we were driving by. Again, more pictures of us clowning around. So, and that's the corn. We cooked it non-GMO, delicious. And again, we were having lunch. They brought us lunch, breakfast, dinner every day. This is the back of the head of the mayor of the town. He also owns the hotel, so he sits in the green area of the hotel every day. This is the inside of the hotel. He says it's not in the best condition, so he's gonna knock it down some and rebuild it. So that next time I come, not only will it be nicer, it's gonna cost me more money to stay there. I know. But right now, it will do because that's the only hotel in town. So got no choice. And it's beautiful though. It has very nice landscaping and shrubbery. A mayor, pastor, and myself just talking, having a good time talking. And this is Iris walking around. She was behind the camera most of the time, so you won't see a lot of her. This is her and my cousin clowning around. Pastor's daughter. She also, very interesting little girl. She's 16, but she rides the motor around town too. She doesn't charge people for it because it's a hobby. She likes doing that. So we were talking about the motorcycle and how she rides it. She had on a short skirt. She says, I'm not going to ride today. So my cousin said, let me try it. I know how to ride a motorcycle. So he got on it. I had a good time too. Reminiscing. Okay, back to the market scene. People go in the market carrying their stuff, 3 or 4 or 5 on a motorcycle. Donkeys and horses, full of stuff going there. And it was kind of rainy and because of the hurricane threat, so we had a little bit of rain. It was very muddy and wet, so I was wearing my poncho. So we sat and tried to take a break from the rain. And of course, you know, there was a lot of people going back and forth to market, and they were watching us and we're watching them. Even though I was back in my country, I felt like a tourist. They see the mud. Everybody was walking in the mud, business as usual. They had a lot of different things up in that market. Whatever you needed, you could find. But there seemed to have been a lot of plantains. I don't know if it was plantain season or banana. I don't know. But they were everywhere. So we, I think we purchased some greens and then went home. That's me walking with my poncho in the middle of the market. Usually it's more crowded, but because of the rain, people didn't come out as much. Donkeys going home, I guess. And this pig was squealing so much he knew he was going to die. They purchased it and tied it. And now we're out of the market. I'm walking on the beautiful cobblestone street. This house is brand new. It wasn't there 3 years ago when I went over there. They seem to be building. There's people going home from market, and it's either going or coming. The donkey is full of stuff. He's also going to market. They're dragging him by a cord, a rope, and it was raining, so I was watching how he grew pumpkin and let them grow wild, and they go up to the top of the tree and drop the pumpkin up there. So you want the pumpkin, you gotta go up there and get it. So the pastor's yard is full of live plants. This is his wife. She's the one that cooked and kept us fed for the 3-4 days that we were there. Eldest son. Very nice. They have chicken. They have dogs. They have cats. I didn't see any goat. But they have a lot of little animals running around. And this is us where we ate sometimes on their porch. The food is delicious and was delicious. And that's the family right there without the girl. And there's another son missing. I'm taking a nap. I'm tired. So I'm laying down for a minute. And then we got up, went outside, and we saw them grinding coffee in what they call a pilon. They beat it on that thing. They don't grind it. They may have grinded somewhere, but these people, they use the beat it up method on that thing. And again, donkey heading toward who knows where. Market, from market to market. And what the houses, some of the houses over there, very simple little houses. And that's what I want. We went to Hench, but we don't really have any pictures of Hench. We went to the market, and that's all I have to show you. But it's only 20 minutes from Dumont. Thank you for joining us for part two. Um, like I said before, Haiti was really something. I really enjoyed my stuff, the going to the mountains and everything. But the main purpose of this trip was to go up to the mountain and town and show them how to cook with solar cooking. This picture of them kids coming from school. They didn't really have school because of the hurricane coming, so much of the children stayed home and they closed the school. This is us going inside the church, getting ready for our lessons that we had, the solar cooking class. And the parents, most of the adults didn't come. They sent the young adults, which was great because they were very attentive and they really wanted to learn how to do this. They're the future of the church, and I was happy to teach them. We took what you call a sunriser, what we keep our cars cool with here in the U.S. We turned it and put a black pot and put it in a cardboard box, as you can see, and put a pot inside. And with the reflection of the sun and the black pot, it really heats up and it cooks the meal. The only problem is we were having a hurricane lurking around, so the sun would come in and out. And in order to cook that way, you'd have to have full sun. So what I did was I gave them the principle and taught them how to do it and told them to use their mind and imagination to do it and make it work. I actually didn't have all the tools that I needed. I needed a piece of glass to sit on top of it to actually reflect the sun inside there. They couldn't find one, so we made do with what we had. We cooked what you call a bouillon, which was you put all the root vegetables and the vegetables and your spices in a pot and let it cook and stew for a long time. And normally that process takes about an hour and a half. With the solo cooking, it might take 3. And I told them to do that and to wait. So that's basically what that was about. And we were waiting, and while we were waiting, we had conversation, Bible studies, Bible question and answer. By the way, that lady with the white top that was slicing the banana, she gave me a massage that you would not believe. I had neck ache and everything. That was all gone by the time she was done with me. Those 2 young girls were actually taking notes so they can go do the class again. So I'm very excited. I show this picture of this laundry because they wash their clothes in the river and the clothes are so clean and so white. This is this still place where they make sugar cane and syrup and molasses and all that stuff. And then they were closed for the hurricane, so we went to the next place, which is a distill where they do alcohol with the same sugar cane and stuff. So I was able to watch the process. The lady told us she does big business because they drink a lot, and she sells it by the gallon, the bottle, the barrel, you name it, and they come and buy it all the way from Port-au-Prince up to the mountain. So she says the business is very good. The next day we went to church and were able to handle a nice church service, and afterwards we were able to capture a picture with some of the people that were walking out. Not all of them, but some of them. And then sadly it was time to go. We were heading toward Maui, past Arcaye. We're heading to the Cameron Hotel, which is where we stayed for the next 2.5 days. Had a really good time. The place is beautiful. If you've ever been to any resorts, it's comparable to anywhere I've been in the world. And you get everything you want there, and clean air conditioning pumping. Beach is clean and beautiful, and we were hanging out at the beach a lot. This place gives you everything you want. So all we did was eat and rest because the food was delicious, the food was bountiful, and it was plenty. They have like a buffet, and you can eat all you want. This was a setup for a party before the dinner, and that's us fooling around, taking pictures on our selfies and stuff. And still at the bar, they give you all the drinks, whatever drink you can have. And that place used to be Club Med, but now it's under a new owner. And Club Med, I believe, was for singles only. If you notice, there was a little boy, there was all kinds of kids there. It was really a family type of environment, really clean and nice. So we enjoyed ourselves. There was something for everybody. And that's me fooling around with my camera, trying to get it to work. One of the sitting areas in the place, they had a lot of sitting areas. So you can go anywhere, there's a view, and you sit and you enjoy yourself. Now, talk about a sunshine. I mean a sunset. This was our sunset, and we captured it. Postcard, huh? Well, then afterwards, we're getting ready for the evening, we're getting ready for dinner, and I believe dinner was starting at 7. So we're getting ready to go, and they have pool, and this is the main hall where they have all the food, and whatever you like and whatever you want, they have on that buffet. Haitian food, American food, salads, you name it. And if you don't see it, ask for it, because I wanted gluten-free bread. They were able to get some for me. And then they have a little jazz band and much to keep us in the spirit of the Latin spirit while you're eating. And they also produce shows every night, Disney type shows, dancing and water acrobats, all kinds of good stuff to keep you entertained. We were entertained. We really had a good time. And of course, I did not drink. I don't drink, but my cousin and my friend, they participated, so they enjoyed themselves. So this is a pool where they had the water. They had water show in the pool. It was very interesting also. And afterwards, they tried to get the whole audience involved. They had a stage show where they were dancing and playing music, and everybody was singing and dancing and swinging balloons. And you think that's enough, then they decide that they're going to have a fire show on the beach. So everybody follows through to the beach, and there we go, another show. It was really beautiful. The pictures really don't do it justice, but I'm just trying to give you an idea what goes on. After this, you think it's done and you're going to go to your room and go to sleep. I heard there was a disco. I don't know. I went to bed. This is our bedroom in our balcony, and they have a full screen TV there. The bathroom is beautifully modern, nice. And this was us at breakfast the next day. And after breakfast, we chilled a little, and that's where people were coming to try to sell us things while we were resting at the beach. They have all kinds of artifacts. They have all kinds of things they made by hand, straw hats, straw bags, paintings, you know it. One guy even tried to sell us some food, fish and fried plantain. And we were telling them that we actually have all the food you can eat in there. They knew that, but he told me that this one tastes like what the villagers prepared it. And my cousin almost fell for it, but we didn't buy it. That's them again trying to sell us everything. They all pull up and try to sell things to you. Let's see. The water was very warm and very nice, so you can walk in the water. It won't hit you no more than the upper waistline. You can walk as far as you want, so there's no need to go in the deep part because it's too far. They have a swimming pool if you're not into the water, Well, we didn't do the swimming pool. We stayed at the beach. Royal Decameron is very nice, so I'm taking a picture to show you. I am not getting paid for this. Hopefully they'll see this and pay me, but I'm not getting paid. So I'm just letting you know how much I enjoyed myself there. There's everywhere you turn your eye, there's the beautiful stuff to see. This was afternoon. We were getting ready for lunch, and you can have your lunch at the main hall, or you can have it over in this little area where they have burgers, french fries, hot dogs, and you just sit and relax and chill, and macaroni and cheese. I thought this was a nice picture with the glasses reflecting. The following day, or that evening, I believe that afternoon, was Sunday, and we were gonna go to the museum. There's a museum not too far from the hotel, about 5 minutes driving outside of the hotel to another resort called Moulins-sur-Mer, and they also have a resort, but theirs don't have an all-inclusive. You pay for your room, and I think breakfast is included, and it's about the same price. But they have a museum in their location, which is a very nice museum that you might want to do and you might want to see. This is us on our way to the museum, and that's my cousin driving in the mirror there. And there's the museum. They are beautiful. This is a 140-acre place that is kept and preserved from plantation days and slavery days, and this man thought it would be a good idea to keep it, and so people can see. The admission fees are there, but we paid only $5 to get in to see the museum. I guess if you're staying at the hotel you pay more, but we pay, it comes with the package, but I don't know, we paid $5 to see the museum, and it was worth every penny, because there were so many things about Haiti that I did not know, that I learned, that I recommend everybody to go to a museum. If not this one, I know they have one in Pétionville. I haven't been to that one, but Moulins-sur-Mer has really done a good job, and you actually are on a plantation where things happen and you could see it. This is worth it, I believe. This is how they carried the slave back and forth. They made them walk behind the chariot in chains. This man is called Neg He symbolizes our liberty and independence, so everybody knows about Neg in Haiti. Still, this museum, a lot to see, a lot to do in there. There's a narrator that explains and tells you everything, and they even have pictures of how the black people lived after they got their independence. And Haiti was a rich country, and for people to talk about Haiti the way they do, I want to take everyone with me to go and experience Haiti this way. They have all kinds of artifacts and things that you see that they used to use back in the day. I got more pictures, but I couldn't put all of them on here. I actually have some on my camera and some on my phone and some on my... It was hard to connect them all together, but this is all that we can get together for you. This is still the plantation. This is the grounds. And those beautiful palm trees are everywhere. I just love them. So, still at the grounds, walking around. The guy at the beach told us he could take us to the museum, and it would be $40 per person. When did a little investigation, talked to some people, found out it was only next door, and we can drive there, and then it was free. Well, it wasn't free. It was $5 per person, but it was worth it. Oh well, now it's time to go. We're heading back to Port-au-Prince. Catch some tap-tap people and full in the tap-tap. And then the typical tap-tap in Haiti is colorful like that, so we found one. We saw one, we took a picture. And here we are on the plane already, heading back home. Sad to say, this time I did not want to come back home so soon, but had to do it. I was a little sad, and so was Iris, I believe, because we feel like we needed more. So thank you for watching, and if you want to go, you let me know. I'll be happy to take you on a trip with me.